Hi, if you could state your name and where you're from.
Okay, hi. I'm Elliot Lee. I'm the program officer for the J.P. Morgan Chase Foundation. I'm in charge of grant making here in New Jersey.
Great. And what brought you here today?
Well, the whole issue of creativity as an underlying factor in the work of the nonprofit sector has been a long-time interest of mine. Since I see most of the work that takes place has a creative element. It's not necessarily the arts, but the idea of applying what one learns from one's work in order to produce something different, to me, is inherently creative. It's what produces change, whether it's in the human services sector or in housing, in education, or indeed in the arts. So I saw this as an interesting way to engage with people, hear what they're saying about creativity and ways of fostering it in the state.
Why do you feel that this event is sort of the design of the day? Why do you feel that's important?
It's giving people permission to go where they feel moved to go, in the sense of a kind of fractals that sort of find their own order. I see this conference as one where people are sort of moving to where they feel moved, and out of it will emerge a pattern. We may not see it right now, but afterwards, when all the data is pulled together and the reflections, we may see that something was created here. So it's modeling what it's supposed to be about.
What were some of the topics that were discussed?
The ones I addressed, how to address boredom in schools, which was a fun one. Another was looking at the whether there is a difference between community revitalization and social justice, to see whether those things are in opposition or whether they are related. And then just had a session that had to do with how funders can support creativity. Since I'm a funder, I figured needed to go to that session.
During the discussions, were there any ideas that were new or innovative to you?
No.
Okay.
But they didn't need to be. Often they just need to be stated in slightly different ways, and the extent to which they are stated over and over gives one a sense of where the energy is around the conversation on a topic. So it sort of reinforced my sense of where a number of different trends are moving and what people are doing in conversation. So I didn't encounter anything that was unfamiliar, but it was good to hear a number of people in different ways talking about some of the same issues.
Great. From your own personal experience, what is an example of creativity that has been inspiring to you?
Well, the work I'm doing right now, supporting community revitalization initiatives in Orange, New Jersey, which is a pretty comprehensive, holistic, integrated approach involving the community. There have been many different instances, some big, some small, of people coming together and creating new or different approaches to issues that brought people together in productive ways that they hadn't been productive before. So the whole process has been one of emerging clarity, followed by moments of confusion, then more clarity, and in the process, trying to put in place some programs that we hope will make a difference around projects. So to me, that the whole enterprise is very creative, and so I don't know what's going to happen necessarily from 1 month to the next, but that's the fun part of creativity, is you don't really know.